Hello, folks and professionals. Let's welcome back another important session, which is actually useful sometimes if you try to give some solutions, or else what should be the thought process if you are working in real-time environment. Okay, chances of custom number ranges. Okay, related to interview questions and real-time understanding in SAP SD or S4 HANA or else whatever you take for all functional consultants. Let's try to understand what exactly we have to do this with this. Now let's get into the topic. Okay, so before getting into the topic, if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe my channel if you would like to get more important tips from my side. So currently I'm holding around 4,000 students. If you are from SD background, you can utilize all these courses. And if you are from SAP, or PP, something like that, I have a couple of other courses as well as SAP SD sales and distribution, which is actually 95 hours. Okay, 95 hours and 329 lectures. I'm just trying to add this video also over there. SAP S4 HANA simple logistics and business partner concepts. If you are not yet introduced to S4 HANA, you will have at least one or two interview questions, or else they would like to check, because S4 HANA it is got released around 2015, 1511 version. Before that, the versions no one knows financials, and after the 1605 and 1610, so they will check your interest, like whether you have updated or not according to the current trend. Probably you might getting into the new S4 HANA project as well as. Okay, if you so you will get some basics and CV integration with three scenarios here. You can try this is one of the good course. If you have doubts, and you can post me. And getting master to write functional specification, this is the course 100%. It is useful for each and every functional consultant. Okay, I'm telling you, whether you are from SD, or PP, here given example is a simple scenario for SD, but it specifically work out for all functional consultants irrespective of any their background, how to write a spec, actually functional document, FD document or functional specification, business document, whatever you call. So some one way it is useful, if you have this practice in real time anywhere, you can work irrespective of your technology. As a business analyst also, you can try this course 100%. It will be helpful for SD or S4 consultants. They can make themselves comfortable in real time environment. I have few courses for pricing and STOs, and when it comes to real time, this is the course, and you try this one. This is specifically for idoc training, specifically useful for idoc training. So how real time works, if you want some specific specialized scenario to get explained, you try this SAP planned abroad solution if you have a European project. So that generally real time consultants also don't know how to set up this one. This is bit tricky, and you will have a better idea about your taxation system in European center. Okay, and you have few questions on shipment and learning and transportation. Since you are trying on a SAP SD also, probably you may get 2-3 questions. And again, sometimes shipment cycle you need not have a dependency on others, so that you can try this one. This is specifically for outbound SD folks, and these are the different courses I have my side. Let's get into the topic now. Okay, so what is this number range? I think if you haven't done practice by this time, being a beginner, or else you are in middle of the course, or else you completed the course, you know what is number range. Number ranges, we have two number ranges. One is the external number range and the internal number range. Okay, so these number ranges everybody know. I'm telling you, you have a customer number range, or else business partners in S4 HANA, or else vendors, or else materials, or else condition records. You have customer material info records, which is also hold by number. Document types, sales documents, delivery documents, and your shipment and billing documents, and your accounting document for FI. You're frequently checking. So all these numbers will be generated by most of the times number will be generated by internal. But for when it comes to materials, vendors and customers, most of the times you will try to control, or else your document number ranges you will try to control with external number ranges also. Okay, so what is the question, what is the importance of this video actually? Let me try to get into that. First we will see. Okay, so for example, I will show you some number ranges. SPRO, reference IMG. Okay, so come to financial accounting. So like so account receivable and account payable. So customer accounts, let's take the vendor accounts also. So like if you come here, master data, here also come to master data. Okay, so preparation of creating vendor master data, preparation of creating customer master data. Okay, so this is the place where generally you will define number ranges, right? So let's try to check this one in display mode. I'm not going to create anything. This number ranges, someone asked about how did you handle your number ranges in your particular customers or materials or else document types. Generally what happens, what is the point to define a number range actually? For example, your customer has requested, so he required a number ranges. For most of the times it will be internal number range. That's what you have learned in institution level. Why this one? Why? Because the system itself, it generates the number so that you need not remember anything, you need not track down anything. It will have chances to get into the manual mistakes. Such a case, so you don't go for external number range, but equally it has its own importance for external number range as well. I'm telling you, my friends. Okay, this number range, for example, customers I have created. So you have distributors, wholesalers, and retailers, like that. For different customers, you're using different account groups and different number ranges. Okay, not same number range. Distributors might starts with the series of 8 series, and your wholesalers and retailers and others will starts with 4 series. Okay, 4 lakh, this is 8 lakh or something like that. So that's how you can able to differentiate. For their accounting books, it is very very important what is the distributor allocation, what is the distributor revenue it is selected. At the same time, they can able to identify that. So both are different groups actually, two account groups holding two different kind of number ranges. That is the main advantage. So in some companies, they will do it like uh, sector wise also, they can able to do it. So for example, if you take the Reliance, they're into financials, they're into petrochemicals, they're into uh, you know vegetable selling, they are into like electronics, they are into FMCG, they are into different business. Each business say that so they would like to differentiate their customers. Probably they have created the number ranges. Okay, if they're using the same system, generally they don't use, they will use the different licenses. They're so rich, not like us who have one job means only one job, but not like that. They will do multiple businesses, then they will have different no system wise number ranges. It is independent, right? So that they can able to define it. So that is one case. Jokes are an important, I'm telling you. So like either sector wise differentiation, you will have a number ranges for customer, or else like the kind of business they are doing, based on that they can able to do it, and how they are attempting. Certain cases you will have common number range for all customers or specific distributors, as I said that, or else sometimes they will tell that so taxation part might be different. Government employees or their own employees, they might have different number range. For example, if you take Himalaya drugs, okay, Himalaya drugs at factory, if you take a Bangalore or someplace where it is located, that factory outside and they are selling Himalayan products. Okay, so for example, regular outside customers, they are giving 10% discount. Okay, and shops like shopping malls and everywhere, their packages are different, but they would like to track down their employees are buying. In factory, like some few thousand, 4,000 or 5,000 employees are working in one firm, 10,000 or 14,000, whatever the number we have. The employees also buy their products. For them, they would like to give 13% discount, but they would like to track. So they cannot able to mix their employees as a customer with this thing real time. That's what I'm telling you. I think you can understand what I'm talking about. So then your mind should be in a position to answer all these questions, like business wise. Okay, so most of the times you will have internal number reasons, you have chances of certain times external number reasons also. So for example, I will tell you one thing. You have a something called they're selling bench costs. Okay, one project is there, Daimler. They're selling bench costs. In that bench costs, they would like to approve actually for customers. Okay, their CU or someone, like, it won't go like, it will go in numbers only, right? Hundreds only, it will sell the units, maximum it's thousands, but it's not every, no one is going to buy the that bench car actually. Such a case, they said that, I want to know the customer. So the customer number need to be created, that need to be approved by your sales director, CEO or something like that. This is the internal arrangement, because they would like to track actually, they would like to check the customer preferences, what kind of customer. A lot of things will be there in the business. Such a case, if they ask the external number ranges, external number will be there. This is how in business external number ranges and internal number ranges will be there. If you have your resume certain projects, you will have certain times questions like, what kind of number ranges. You can say that straightforward number ranges we used only internal, or else internal external mixed it is used if you really work with them. So this is one case. Okay, this is for customers. In the similar way, if you tick this mark anyhow external, otherwise it is internal number range. Okay, so I will tell you few scenarios now. Let's try to check. So let's try to open the similar story only for this also, but let me try to explain one more scenario for vendor actually. So you will create number ranges. Okay, so you will assign to the respective vendor account groups here. Let's come here. Let's try to check. So like this is external number range. This is, who this one. So they have a requirement. They have a suppliers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Based on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they want number ranges. They can able to create it 3 number ranges. So tier 1, tier 2 only internal number ranges, tier 3 for external number ranges vendors. That also they can able to do it. Or else they want vendor who is supplying to which plant the goods and purchasing activities. So they want vendor number based on the their plant, plus suppose plant number is like Z001 and 01, Z001, Z02, Z001, 03. Here the story comes. So external number ranges you can able to define by using alphanumerics. You know the fact. In the similar way, they want it plant wise number ranges, um, like internal number ranges. It's not possible, because internal number ranges at an institutional level you are seeing only this number. So they want prefix as a plant for certain vendor. That number range need to be assigned for tier 1. So tier 2, tier 3, like that, some based on plant wise number range is supposed to be generated. For example, same vendor is associated with 5 plant, Z001, Z002, Z003. Whenever any PO created, okay, the number range, the plant plus the document number range plus so many things need to be comes into picture. How, what would you do? So such a case is, what happens, you will modify your number range object with the help of ABAP actually. Okay, so like they will try to add a prefix. For example, they want a purchase order created in purchase order number only, plant also they want it. So plant, they want it Z0001, the purchase order 01 is start, Z002 it is like it starts from 1001, Z0 second plant, like that. Plant wise also either prefix or suffix they can control. I have seen these kind of scenarios in my previous experience. I'm telling you, I'm sharing you. Number range means what you are learning, it is some extent, but it is the maximum extent 90% or 100%, no problem. You can imagine, like certain projects they will use only standard. So 80 to 90% of the projects use standard. 10% you have a chances for modify the number range object either plant wise or sector wise or else customer wise. So it need to be generated internally, then alphanumerics it won't generate. Okay, this is how it happens. So solutions we can give in different ways, that is different story. Okay, it's the creativity changes from a functional consultant to functional consultant. Sometimes they will ask that, so they would like to check your knowledge. You are stopped at standard level and you are thinking beyond that. They might ask like if this is the scenario, like how would you handle this. They will ask like this analytical questions for experienced people. So if you really worked, if you really not work, it doesn't matter. Knowledge always matters. Okay, so this is how we have to think about the number ranges. In the similar way, let me show you something. Let's go to the sales document type. I'm just showing. So you go for quotation or anything, you go. Suppose if you went into a certain support project, so this number range is not assigned. But when you create a sales order, number range generating, that means they have done something externally. They don't have a dependency on this number range system's assignment also. Whatever they have created, they are generating by using G tables or something. Such cases also will be there. I think I have created some thought process for real time. If you like my video, please like it. I'm just expecting some likes. If you really like it, you taking knowledge, big comments. So you're not at all showing gratitude when I'm doing hard work. Okay, let's try to. If you like it, really like it, and if you want to write some comments, okay. If you have doubts also. So like in the similar way, these are the scenarios we have. Sales side, for example, they want company code, sales org, and after that number it needs to chart. Or else in sales and document only, you have a war document type, and like you have a free of charge is there, return is there. For everywhere, it needs to start with some prefix. Okay, for example, your order number is 100. 100, it is starting 100 to 1000, 100 to some 10,000. From 10,000 onwards, it is starting for free of charge. From 20,000 onwards, it is starting for returns. Like that, you'll have issues. See, number range issues. Generally, what happens, either your accounting document generation or billing document side, you will get year wise, you will maintain number ranges. That issues also will come. Certain time, if you take this space, you will have this much learn, and this much scope is for learn. If you learn this much scope is for learn. So learn, you try to investigate and you try to learn on your own, so that it's not for interview, it's not for real time, it's for yours, your learning. That's it. Okay, I think you got what I'm understanding. In the similar way, condition record anyhow it will be generated, and customer material info record number range also it will be generated, and accounting documents also will maintain. For accounting documents also, for FS side, certain times you will have a number object enhancements will be there. Okay, so that's why ABAP should be needed. Now you understood the business gaps in number ranges. This is the thing we should have to discuss with. Okay, so if you really like my video, please subscribe my channel. That's what I'm requesting. If someone wanted to learn idoc, so this is the place where you can try that. Definitely it is 100% helpful to you. If I'm telling 10 plus years of old experience as a consultant in this, you'll try to learn some scenarios. Okay, probably it will be useful for you. Okay, so probably we'll have some discussion on this. So why it should be needed. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Jai Hind. Let's try to catch up in next session. Have a great day.